Hello students, welcome to physics class. Today we are starting our first lesson in physics, that is units and measurements. Hope you all gone to the first chapter, that is physical world. In that chapter we learned that physics is an exact science, which means it study about the nature and natural phenomena through the experiment. After experimentation, the scientists are trying to find out the relation between the physical quantities involved in that phenomena. The accuracy of that relation actually depends on the exactness in our measurement and the technology involved in that measurement. So in this chapter, we are going to discuss the process of measurement and the units of measurement, and in the later session we will discuss what are dimensions of various physical quantity. First, let us see what is a physical quantity. A physical quantity is defined like this way: all those quantities which can be measured directly or indirectly, and in terms of which the laws of physics can be expressed, are called physical quantities. All the quantity which are measurable are known as physical quantity. Example: mass, length, time, electric current, velocity, speed, all are physical quantity which are measurable. Now, the physical quantities are in two types. They are fundamental quantities and derived quantities. Let us see what is the difference between the fundamental quantities and derived quantities. Some of the physical quantity cannot expressed in terms of any other physical quantity, which are quite independent of all other physical quantity, and they are known as fundamental physical quantity. Let us see the definition. The physical quantities which can be treated as independent of other physical quantities and are not usually defined in terms of other physical quantities are known as fundamental quantities. In physics, there are 7 fundamental quantities. They are mass, length, time, electric current, temperature, luminous intensity, and amount of substance. These are the 7 fundamental quantities in physics which cannot express in terms of any other physical quantity, which are quite independent each other, are known as fundamental physical quantities. Mass, length, time, electric current, temperature, luminous intensity, and amount of substance are fundamental physical quantity. Now see what is derived quantities. All other physical quantities are dependent each other, or they are depend on our fundamental physical quantities. The physical quantities whose defining operations are based on other physical quantities are called derived physical quantity or derived quantities. Examples: velocity, acceleration, force, etc. Once you are writing the speed or velocity, if you are writing the velocity, you are writing velocity is equal to what? Displacement by time. Velocity is equal to what? Displacement by time. Actually, this physical quantity velocity depends on the displacement. You know that displacement is actually a length measurement and time. So the velocity is deduced or derived from the length and time. So it is a derived physical quantity. Except these 7 fundamental physical quantity, all other physical quantities in physics are derived physical quantities. Now let us see what is the process of measurement. The measurement of a physical quantity is the process of comparing this quantity with a standard amount of physical quantity of same kind is known as the measurement. The measurement of a physical quantity is the process of comparing this quantity with a standard amount of physical quantity of same kind, known as unit. Some example for standard units are centimeter, meter, kilogram, etc. are standard unit. When you are measuring a physical quantity, we are comparing that quantity with a standard quantity of same type, and that process is known as measurement. So after every measurement, in that measurement there are two things. One is the magnitude and the second is unit. Generally, after a measurement, usually we are writing, suppose that quantity Q is equal to N into U. Quantity Q is equal to N into U. N is known as the magnitude of that measurement, and U is known as the unit of the measurement. U stands for the unit of that measurement, and N stands for the magnitude of the measurement. Magnitude of the measurement. How many times that quantity is to the unit, the number or magnitude into unit. For example, if you are measuring a length and writing as length is equal to 5 meter, length is equal to 5 meter, and here the 5 is the unit, the 5 is the magnitude or the number, and M is the unit, and it shows that our measurement or our length is 5 times of the meter. Meter is the standard comparing standard quantity. 5 times of that quantity, length is equal to 5 meter. So once we are changing the measuring unit, we can use the different unit for the measurement of length. You know that centimeter is another unit. So once you are changing the unit, the number is also getting changed. So the length 5 meter can also write by using the unit centimeter. We can write as 500 centimeter. 500 centimeter. The unit changed, number is also changed. And see the relation between the unit and number. Even the unit changed, the physical quantity is not changed. The number getting changed. And see that meter is greater than the centimeter. So when you are converting meter to centimeter, the unit is decreases. By the time the number is increases. So the relation between the magnitude and the unit is the number and the unit are inversely proportional. Number and unit are inversely proportional. However, we can generally write N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. What are N1 and U1? N1 is the number when you are using a unit U1. And N2 is the number when you are using the unit U2. N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. Once we are changing the unit, the number may change, but the physical quantity is not changing. That is the relation between the number and unit. That is the process of measurement also. The measurement is actually nothing but it is a comparison of an unknown quantity with a known quantity of same kind is known as measurement. Now let us see what is a physical unit. A physical unit is the standard amount of physical quantity chosen to measure the physical quantity of same kind is called a physical unit. We already told that when you are measuring, we are comparing the given quantity with a standard amount of same type quantity. That same kind of quantity which is internationally acceptable is known as a physical unit. See the definition. A physical unit, the standard amount of physical quantity chosen to measure the physical quantity of the same kind is called a physical unit. Example, meter is a physical unit. Kilogram is a physical unit used for the measurement of mass. Like a second is a physical unit using for the measurement of time. Such as we have many physical units. Let us see what are the desirable characteristics of a physical unit. It should be well defined. Each physical quantity should be well defined. The second one, it should be convenient in size. It should not be too small or too large for the measurement of given physical quantity. It should be comparable in size. Third one, it should not change with the time. It should not change with the time. The fourth, it should not or it should easily reproducible. The unit should be easily reproducible. And the fifth point, it should be internationally acceptable. It should be acceptable throughout the world because the experimentation are conducting in the different countries. So the measurement should be common. So it should be internationally acceptable. These are the some of the desirable characteristics for a standard physical unit. We learned that there are two types of physical quantities: fundamental quantity and derived quantity. Similarly, units are also in two types: fundamental units and derived units. Let us see what are fundamental units and derived units. The physical units which can neither be derived from one another nor they can be further resolved into simpler units are called fundamental units. Example, meter, kilogram, second, etc. are fundamental units. These units cannot reduce each other or cannot derive each other, or which cannot be right in terms of any other physical unit are known as fundamental units. All the units for the measurement of fundamental physical quantity can be called as fundamental units. Now, derived units, units which can be expressed in terms of other fundamental units are called derived units. For example, the unit of speed. The speed is equal to distance by time. The distance is a length measurement. So, the unit of distance is meter and the unit of time is second. So, the unit of speed is meter per second. So, this meter per second is reduced from the fundamental units meter and second. Similarly, we have some other derived units are Newton, meter per second square. All are derived units which are usually using for the measurement of derived quantities. So in physics, we have 7 fundamental physical quantity and all other physical quantities are deduced from the fundamental quantity are known as derived physical quantities. So to measure all these quantities, we are usually using a sets of fundamental and derived physical unit. Such a system is known as a system of unit, a collection of unit, a system of unit. We will discuss about system of unit in the next session. Thank you.